Okay, we're going to look at visual styles. You find them on the Visualize ribbon. So right now I'm in a 2D wireframe. If I switch to Conceptual, what that does is it switches your drawing to colors that will be similar to what you would see on a blueprint. So it's like shades of light blue and gray. Like you see here, hidden. Basically, we'll show you a hidden view of your wireframe and objects. Realistic, we've looked at already. Shaded is shades of gray, unless you have materials on an object. So in this case here, the materials are still rendering for this vehicle. There is a way to turn off the material rendering if you want. And I'll show you how to do that at the end of this video. You can do shaded with edges. Shades gray. The sketchy, sometimes depending on the scene, sometimes it'll look good, sometimes it won't, but this tends to try and make it look like it's a sketch. That typically works better if you're like in a top down with ortho turned off, so it just makes it look like a sketch drawing. 3D wireframe, it's just an optimized view for looking at just the wireframe mode. Just it's sort of more lightweight and it just moves around faster. And then the last one here is X-ray mode, and that lets you look around in buildings. It usually is where you'll use that. So it lets you see objects through walls essentially. So here, I can still move through, and we can, see where the person is and the car. Now I'm going to talk about a few advanced features here. So there is a known issue that when you switch on the shaded with edges, you'll see the edges on the faces. To fix that, you can just close the drawing and open it up again, or you can type in VS edges and set that to 0, and you'll see now the edges are off. So it doesn't always happen, but if it does, that's how you can turn it off. And then the other one is if you, one of the modes here we were looking at, shaded. You'll see here, this one, it shows the materials. Sometimes you may want to not see the materials. So we'll add this in a future version, but there is a system variable called BS material mode. And if you set that to 0, it'll turn off materials and prevent them from rendering. And that's how the visual styles work in Map360.